Alright guys, what is up? I am Kokak here, and we just been dealt a big chunk, a big slice of humble pie. You thought I thought my PC was pretty beefy with a 1080 Ti graphics card, but when I tried it on my monitor resolution, or at least this monitor's resolution, of 3440 by 1440 ultra wide, 100 hertz, I got slapped in the face with controls graphics um, intensity, I guess, because I was hard. It was hard breaking 60 FPS on ultra settings with the 3440 by 1440 resolution. Now I've downgraded to 1920 by 1080 resolution, and I'm not even breaking 100 FPS right now. And we're not even doing anything. So you can see here we have maxed out the settings at 1080p. High is everything. You can see that there's nothing higher than the sliders right here. Very basic, very short options list here, and there's nothing higher than ultra. You can see right there. Everything is at high. Shadow doesn't even go high, and then we turn on SAAO, and then we turned on film grain. So this is as much as it goes in this sort of scenario, and I can turn on VSync if I wanted to, but right now, since we're trying to count frame rate, I'm going to turn off VSync. When I'm playing, I'm going to turn on VSync because I want to have the, you know, no screen tearing. So we are at the starting area. We're going to play a little bit. We're just going to skip everything here, because what we're after here is the frame rates of gameplay. So it looks like if you have a 1080 Ti, my CPU is a i7-6700. It's not getting, the processor isn't having any trouble running the game. It's the graphics card that's maxing out.
Hello? Hey, excuse I've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. The janitor is a friendly face in my book.
So we'll get to some action scene, a little bit of shooting guns and everything in just a little bit here.
I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind.
So if you are playing at 1080p with a 1080 Ti, you should probably be fine. I got 16 gigs of RAM. It doesn't seem to be pushing that.
Will you help?
I'm skipping everything because we're gonna play this game later.
Did I lose you there for a moment?
I'm not playing this game right now as a gameplay segment. I'm playing it as a benchmarking segment because this game has no built-in benchmark in the settings menu. So I'm already missing out on the resolution right here. I'm actually kind of curious if I bring up the resolution to 1440, but since the recording is at 1080, I don't want to do that right now. Skip.
Look at this place. Where am I?
We're getting 116 in here. This is where sort of you don't see a lot of things, so your frame rate is pretty high.
Okay. Now I have a gun.
Oh, this is a lot easier while having frame rates so high. And the graphics settings really high. So we're doing pretty good here at 1080p. Maybe I can bump it up to 2560 by 1440 eventually. At high settings. Oh god! I'm sorry. I wasn't looking where I was going. The recharge on this gun is so annoying. Oh, they shoot back? Give me that gun. Give me some guns.
have pointed down that side. You can't let this.
70 FPS. They're not in melee range. The way the gun reloads is sort of tries to encourage you to stay in cover, but the game is supposedly an action game where you're supposed to keep moving around, you know?
The hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy?
What's up, whatever his name is? I forget. I didn't see the name. I'm probably gonna die here. My HP is really low. Oof. Oh, I can crouch. Ow! Holy crap. I'm dead. So that frame rate is pretty good for 1080p. It's not 144 hertz or anything if you're into if you have a much higher refresh rate monitor, but this I think is just going to live in the under 100 FPS range. And that's not too bad, but the resolution is really killing it for me. I would like it to be 1440p at least. So I'm going to test it at 1440p. Maybe I'll record it as well. And then I'll do 1440p 16 by 9 because I already did 1440p 21 by 9. So that's it for 1080p. Thanks for watching. Hope that helps you out. We're using a 1080 Ti, by the way. Super Jetstream from Palette. It's one of the overclocked ones. This guy usually goes above 1900 megahertz, but and if you want a comparison, this is like a slightly higher than a RTX 2070, and maybe even close to a 2080 in performance, if I'm not mistaken. So that gives you a comparison versus an RTX card, but also watch out for RTX cards because RTX has ray tracing, and you can turn on ray tracing. And based on my experience with ray tracing, you'll probably kill your frame rate even more if you turn on ray tracing if you have an RTX card. Anyway, that's it for this one, this benchmark. Watch out for a 1440p one coming soon.